here is, yes, we are here.
Hi.
Gali is going to join us.
Hello, hello.
Gali,
Yes, perfect. Can you see me and hear me?
okay, just let me see that I hear you.
Okay, one moment. We're
All kind.
joining live on Instagram right now. We're live on Facebook, YouTube, LinkedIn, everywhere. Okay, I see
Yes,
that. Perfect. Okay, so we're on Instagram. That's perfect. And can you
yes,
see me here?
yes. I can see you both ways.
Beautiful. Okay,
Eh,
welcome back. We're all back, everyone.
Yes, we are back.
After, yes, we didn't do last week, so it's nice to be
Mhm.
back finally. Today's a great topic as well. And hi, Kapil. If you're on, please, of course, say hello. It's always nice to hear from you. If you have questions at any point, feel free to ask. And of course, share this. Share this with people so you can share the link.
Excellent.
Okay, so welcome back, Abba.
Yeah, thank you. Welcome back,
Yeah,
Gali.
thank you. Hi, Lizette. Hi, hi. So today we have a very interesting topic, and it's all about AI in business. I have many friends that are entrepreneurs, and they're currently looking for how do I take AI and implement it in my business? What's the newest tool that I can use? How can I become much more efficient using AI? How can I go to the next level with this new employee? That's my AI, right? That's
Yes.
the whole idea. And so the question is, what's the best way to implement AI, and is that actually the best thing to do?
Okay. So let's first of all understand what is artificial intelligence. Okay.
Yeah. Hmm.
So what it actually is sets of servers that holding megadata, and when you ask them a question, they look at all this data and quickly give you relevant data.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
they give you the data, but you are still the evaluator.
Hmm. Hmm.
So AI can do all kind of things that are repeated actions, things that you do again and again and again, and it can help you with that. But if someone will come to me and ask me, what should I do? I would say, first of all, before you touch AI or before you touch anything, before you jump to all kind of technologies, master the technologies you have right now. You'll see that people are looking for more and more and more technology, and they're spending time and money on technology, but they don't really understand the basics. So the technology don't help you.
Yes. Yes.
Once master the manual operation, once you can use Excel, once you can use your phone, once you actually on top of things in your business, once you can manage your own employees, once you can train them, once you actually get production going, then you can improve the production with AI.
Mm.
But if you take a broken employee and you put an AI there, when you don't really know how to train them, you will not be able to train the AI.
Yeah, 100%. Now, just before I want to continue, but I have a question on what you've said so far. Somebody listening is going to say, I know how to use my phone. Excel, that's old technology. Why do I need to learn Excel? You know what I mean?
Yeah, someone that says that Excel is all technology doesn't really understand what Excel is, because actually to get the tools that Microsoft provide today are basically anything, any workflow, anything you do in the business, you can do. You can create applications with Excel and run them and look at the numbers. So anything to do with numbers, anything to do um, with quickly recording things that happening in the organization, quickly organizing things is Excel. And once you are a little bit more advanced, you will move to something like Power Apps and automations and forms. But most people don't use Excel because they don't understand that they need it, not because it's old or new, because they didn't use the paper, they don't use Excel, And they will look at AI and spend a lot of money to learn AI from people that don't really understand AI, because every day there is someone else that give certification for AI that they themselves don't know how to use it. They have technical help, and it's actually
Mm.
nonsense. It's really nonsense.
Yeah, I see.
It's
And
not
what if they say, yeah?
it's not bad to use chat GPT, of course, and ask questions and stuff like that, but you still read it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah,
So if you don't understand, it's useless.
I
It's just an
see.
improved Google. It's just an improve, well, and not always even improved. It's just another method to search for data. That's all. And yes, AI can do things for you automatically. It can improve a line that already works, and it can improve production that already producing. But if your company not doing anything and you hardly making money, you don't need AI. You need to learn how to
Mhm.
produce yourself. You need to learn yourself how to hold the different hats, the different posts in your organization.
Yes. Yes. 100%. And so one other thing, what if somebody says back to the Excel thing, but I can have ChatGPT just build me a formula or an Excel spreadsheet that does what I needed to do. Is that a problem?
Good luck. Every time that you get someone else to build for you things and you don't understand, you're the effect, and you
Mm,
are useless. It's like, okay, I can take a programmer that can build me a program. Good luck.
mhm, mhm.
You're not in control. You
Yeah.
need to know every facet of your business. If you don't know it, that area will kill you.
Mm, yeah.
You need to
Abs
really understand every section of your business, because otherwise you cannot give it to another person, and definitely not to an AI. So yes, chat gpt can actually help you with, if you know Excel and you say, well, how do I use index? Okay, fine, not a problem. How do I use search and index? But you need to even know that there is such thing as search and index. How do I use I don't know, VLOOKUP? How do I use whatever?
see.
But you need to know, how do I connect it to Power BI? Okay, no problem. But you need to even know that there is such thing as Power BI that works with Excel and that can give you all the numbers that you want in the universe and organize them in the best way possible. But you need to tell it what to do.
You can see. Okay. And let's say that you run a business, but you're not the programmer of your business, but you have a business partner who is the programmer. Would that be okay?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, yeah.
So as long as,
A business
yeah,
can be built on basically one person is the administration guy. He does the sales, administration, etc. And one person is the delivery guy that do all the installation, all the delivery, and that includes the technical stuff. It can be done, but
mhm,
this means that but that means that you're responsible only for that part of the business, and he's responsible only for that part of the business, and the person that is more qualified in the sales area should be the person that runs the whole business, because every
mhm.
single part of the business is spending money, and there's only one part of the business that's bringing money. It's sales.
Mhm. Yeah.
That's the most important thing.
Yes.
And you'll see most the basic mistake uh, of business owners, that they are owning a business, but they actually should not be called business owner. A good business owner should be money owner,
I see.
because business owner, okay, you have expenses, you have
Yes.
headache. I need to be a money owner, not business owner. You need to learn how to print money. You can
Yes.
do that
I
in
see.
one of two ways. The first way is to become Jewish.
Uh-huh. Yes. Yes.
And the second way is actually to learn the laws of how do you actually have money, because money you actually don't make, money you have. Money is a direct result of your state of mind or of your spiritual condition. That's
Mhm.
why when someone asks me what I do, I always said that I improve the spiritual condition of the person, and so all areas of his life improve. And by the way, he also get money, a lot of money.
I see. I see.
Let's
Great.
look at that.
Okay. Yes, I want to read the comments and I have another. So,
Yes,
first of all, Harold said, hi, GP family. Hi, hi, Harold. Kapil
yes,
said, Ray from India, 2:30 a.m. Wow, amazing.
you're
Hi, hi,
good.
Jason. Yes. Kapil said, exactly. Master the existing technologies or ones you already have first. You are already first. Yes. And Margaret, hi, hello, Gal and Mayor. Great topic. Thank you. Agree. And hi, Margaret. Kapil, I know small business owners who are scared of Excel. They want their employees to learn it, but they themselves don't want to, as they say that they are already overwhelmed with work. Hmm.
Yeah, that's
Yes.
why they're overwhelmed, because they're unwilling to learn things, so they cannot control. You cannot control a car if you don't know how to drive it.
Yeah.
Even if you're as a passenger, you need to be able to control the driver. And as a passenger, even if you have a driver, if you don't control the driver and if you don't know how to drive a car, you will not know if the driver driving properly or not. You
Hmm.
really have to be able to know in order to control, and control equals income.
Yes. Yeah. Absolutely. 100%. Margaret said, so true. Kapil, yes, totally agree. Margaret, the LOL or Scottish, referring to you can
Yeah,
become Jewish.
yes,
Yeah.
yeah.
Jason said, super. And Kapil said, so the sales guy should be the CEO, or can we say that the CEO should also be a sales expert, right?
Yeah, what I said is that if you have two partners, one is more technical, and the one is more equipped or more know how to sell and how to market, the person that know how to sell and market is the CEO,
Hmm. Hmm.
should be the CEO, unless if he doesn't have any idea about running a company. But usually if you're a good salesman, and a really good salesman, not a good cheater, yes, but a good
Yeah.
salesman, it's different.
Hmm.
You will be able to handle people, and you will be able to have this resilience of continuing on a given course, and you will be able to um, convince people and understand people. And the manager, the executive, or a leader is a person that get other people to bring about results, and you do that by being nice, by being decisive, by being willing to continue on a given course, and usually that's what goes with the salesperson.
Hmm. Yeah. I love that. I love that a lot. And here on Instagram, by the way, Eon, hi, hi, said, totally agree. Yeah. It's amazing. It really is. So now I want to ask you back to the phone because I know what you mean here. And I think I can even explain what you mean, but I want it to come from you. You were saying that most people don't even know how to use their phone.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
What do I mean? You have WhatsApp, okay?
Hmm.
So most people get messages and they reply to the messages, and sometimes they
Hopefully.
read it, then sometimes they say, I will answer later, and they have all kind of methods. Well, there's a specific way to use WhatsApp. WhatsApp has to be done in such a way. You got the message, you answer, you must archive. You need to finish your inbox with zero, your day with zero item in the inbox. Every
Yeah.
item that you reply, you swipe to the left if you're on an iPhone, and you file it. If you have, if you're using your phone as a calendar, you need to understand what's the laws of setting up appointments. How do you control appointments? If you doing, I don't know, let's say a Zoom call or a team call on your phone, there are specific laws that you need to understand on how to execute that. Otherwise, yes, you're using the phone mechanically, you know how to press buttons, but it doesn't help you. It's actually becoming a disaster, because you are becoming slave to the phone, and instead of producing, you reading emails. Instead of producing, you answering, you looking at messages on WhatsApp, you don't really answer. And instead of
Mm.
producing, you get 2,000 notification per second. You
Yeah.
don't know
Yeah.
how to use the phone.
Yeah, and the other thing I would like seen is I would like to see a study on the black hole of tasks that is a combination of reminders, the Reminders app, and the Notes app on phones. I think that that is a black hole. Probably, I would say maybe what 10% actually gets done, 90% gets lost. You put a
Yeah,
note in your thing, never again, it's gone.
it's
So
gone.
much falls through the cracks.
Yeah, actually, the idea of chat, of running something on chat, is
Mm, yeah.
is an idea that has been designed by programmers that never actually ran a business.
Yeah, the people that yeah, exactly. Slack, you know the app Slack,
I
right?
know, of course, I know Slack.
Yeah.
They're really slacking.
Yeah. Yes. I am not a fan of Slack at all. I mean,
I'm
it's
it's terrible. All this chat system, the team chats, the idea of having one email address with a few owners, the idea of getting email notifications, WhatsApp notifications. There is so much notification. There is so much thing going on different chat groups, and it's a mess, and it's useless. It's incorrect. A
mhm, mhm,
communication have very simple purpose. The purpose of communication is to get something done. The purpose of the system is to keep your inbox empty.
mhm.
And a chat never get empty. So the
Yeah.
chat is wrong. If you
Yeah.
really understand that, and this is really the summary of what you need to know, the purpose of a communication system should be to get something done, to get compliance, and the purpose of the system should be to make sure that you get something done with minimum number of actions, minimum number of communications. And
Mhm,
one of the ways to do that, one of the key things is that the communication should arrive only for the person that can actually do something effective about this task. So you have two things in life. You have or in business, you have tasks and you have information. Information is something that you hope no one will answer.
mhm.
You send and you say, please don't answer. It's
Yeah,
just
don't bother me with a reply. Just read it,
don't tell
thank
me
you.
thank you. Yes, don't even say thank you. I know that you thank me. Yes,
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
information. The people have to be trained to know that they need to read it, file it. That's it. End of cycle.
yeah.
Then there are tasks. Task is something that you demand compliance.
Mhm, mhm.
And if the task is done properly, you send it to someone, he sent compliance, and you accept or reject the compliance. It
Yeah.
has a target date, a very specific target date, and there is only specific actions that you can do with the task. You can report compliance, you can ask to change the date, you can ask for clarification, and if you are brave, you can reject it. That's
Mhm.
all.
Yeah,
If you
yeah,
understand, that's all you can do with the task.
yeah.
Anything else is general. Any other action is nonsense. It's headache. It's waste of time.
Yeah, yeah, 100%. That's exactly. And I think that the purpose is reduction of the number of communications to get something done. But what I'm seeing these days is that because I have a friend who's a business owner who I'm kind of seeing how he's operating, and it's almost like the purpose for him is more communication. The more noise, it's like if everybody's busy and send me the reports and but it's useless reports and everybody CC and it's like wow, there's so much communication and noise and it's almost like the more communication they feel like they're being more productive, but it's
Yeah.
not true.
No, they become useless. They are busy the whole day, but if you check
Yeah,
what they got done is nothing. We've
yeah,
done a study in Israel. You know, I developed the time maker, and we've
mhm.
done a study in Israel in all kind of clients that installed our system,
Now,
and
just sorry, Time Maker, guys, for anybody listening. Time Maker is a program that Mayor developed probably about 15 years ago, I think now, if not more. At the time, there was 26 companies across 26 countries, if not more, and you were basically saying, I need a way to manage this. And this is, back in 2010, and you developed this super powerful system to manage everything. And
Yeah.
we use it, and so many other clients across the globe use it today. It's called Time Maker. So, okay.
So basically, the time when we develop the time maker, with the system has the ability to check the efficiency of a company. So what's the efficiency of a company? I give you a task, you give me a report, you report completion, and I accept the completion, 100% efficiency. Every time there is extra communication is nonsense. If I give you a task and you ask me why me, and I said because you are the head of marketing, you need to do that, and you said but it's not in my job description, and I send you, yes, I know, I understand, but here is your contract, it is in your job description, and you say, okay, fine, can I hire someone to help me? And I said, never mind, I'll do it.
Yes, 100%.
Yeah. So we found that every one task in average in Israel generate 18 tasks, 18 communications.
Yeah.
Average. So some generate 50, some generate 3. 18 communication in average to get a task done. A task that is assigned correctly to the correct person.
Yeah.
18. Now, this is tasks that get done. We found that more than 70% of the task never get done
Wow.
unless
Yeah.
someone demand that they will get done. So this is a task that actually you get it into your inbox, it's sitting there, and the manager, me as the manager, I can force you electronically to do the task. We have something that's called Nuke. I can actually lock your screen and tell you you have to do this task. And even with that force, more than 70% of the task never get done.
And I would argue that today it's probably 90%.
It's worse, yes. And
Yeah.
the amazing thing is most people don't know that it doesn't get done. I come to a business owner, and they don't make money. They pay a lot of salaries. They're very, very busy, and they don't understand why they don't make money. And I tell them, well, the reason is you are not completing cycles of action. Tasks don't get done. And he said, no. We have emails, we have meetings, we have chat. I'm checking it, and I know what's going on, and I remember everything. Nonsense. First of all, he doesn't remember. Second, he doesn't check. Third, if he was doing all of that, when will he work?
Yes.
So,
Yeah.
nonsense. The reason people don't make money is only one. They don't know how to administer the company. The problem is not sales. The problem is not marketing. The problem is not clients. The problem is not who you know. The problem is not how genius you are. The problem is not what you know. The problem is not anything other than you don't know what is the perfect business model. You don't know how to manage your company.
Yeah.
And so you are a business owner instead of money owner.
I love that. Yes. 100%. Now, to kind of wrap up on the subject of AI, but two parts, okay? We're nearing 2025. So on the one hand, the first part of the question is, these days, what should a company use as basic tools in the business? 2010, you had, I don't know, Outlook and Excel. Um, a lot has developed since then. There's all kinds of new tools. What are the basic things that any company should have? And the second part of the question will be, well, what is a way to use some of the tools that AI is giving us or the development of technology? Otherwise, you're just going to be left behind because there are going to be people that take advantage of new tools.
Okay. So what I will do is the following. First of all, what tools? I will have a minimum, some kind of a workflow management system that I created or that I have total control over. It can be Excel, it can be some kind of Power Apps, it can be some kind of something that has been designed by me, for my business, that I can control my profitability, that I can control the workflows that I can control what's going on. So I have a picture of the company, what's going on at any second, not in 3-6 months that the accountant will come and tell me what's happened. Too late. I'm already lost.
And
That's
workflows meaning what?
workflows. Every company has some kind of a workflow. They give a quote, maybe, then the client call them, they issue a quote, then they sell something, then they invoice, then they need to deliver, then they need to collect, then they need to correct. There's some kind of a workflow in every single company. It repeats itself, but every company have a specific thing. You need to have a picture, electronic picture of what's happening in your company at any given moment.
Mm-hmm.
You need to
Amazing.
be
Okay.
extremely smart about creating this thing. Without this thing, the confusion will be too big to produce anything.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I see that.
That's number one. Number two,
Yeah.
you need a task management system. Unfortunately, I don't know about any task management system other than the time maker that is actually effective. All the task management system that I've tried, and I've tried many, and I continue to try because I want to see what other people are doing, is just nonsense. It's just creating a mess.
Mm. Okay. So all these famous ones, you think what's one, just we don't have to get too much into it. What's one problem with them?
The problem is that they create more communication. The purpose is not to empty the inbox. The purpose is not to get a product.
Mm-hmm.
So they don't know, for example, that they need a compliance. And compliance without proof of what you've done is not compliance. So they
Mm-hmm.
don't understand that, yes. And they don't know the basic axioms of this universe. So the system that get created violate the basic axioms of this universe, and so inevitably create more pain, more problems than what they are to help. So you have email. Email is a nightmare.
Mm-hmm.
Email is a nightmare. Yes, it
Mm-hmm.
has advantages that you can send a piece of communication to someone. But if you look today, most executives, most people are actually answering email instead of working.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
How much time a person spend on answering emails? They're answering emails instead of working.
Yeah. 100%.
And the
100.
people that do work don't answer emails, so they get disconnected from the universe. So they're
Yeah.
not really there. So something is incorrect.
Yeah.
Well, so the second thing is they need a technology that has to do with task management that ensure they do only what's needed and all the rest is not in the inbox.
Yeah.
That would be the second thing that I will do and need. And the most important tool is they need to learn the tools of how to reduce the noise within the company, how to increase the efficiency. And this is a tool that they learn for themselves. It's something that they need to understand what are the sources of noise in a company and how do you remove those noises. There is a specific method to remove the 51 different sources of noises in a company. And if you don't know that, you will be too busy handling nothing.
Mm-hmm.
If you feel that you're too busy handling nothing in your company, which means all day long handling noise, 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 no result at the end, you have to learn that, must learn that. Otherwise, you are just a matter of time before you'll go bankrupt.
Wow. Yeah, I see. Okay, that's great. So a workflow system, which before actually I summarize, let me read what people said here. So first of all, okay, Kapil, wow, amazing answer. Yes. And Margaret, oh wow, I didn't know about the WhatsApp archive. Yeah, it's brilliant. It's a must. The one thing I will add on the WhatsApp archive, there's a setting that you need to put that if somebody then replies to you, it will pop it out of the WhatsApp archive and put it back to your
That's
inbox.
the default. That's the default. You don't need to do anything. It's the default, at
Okay,
least on
okay,
the
good.
phone.
Okay, got it. Good. Next, please teach this in the business class as well. How to use the calendar, WhatsApp, etc. That's from Kapil. Margaret, we need a session just on cleaning all this up. Yeah,
Yeah, exactly.
yeah.
Yeah.
With TimeMaker, by the way, there's a whole coaching session when people get TimeMaker implemented. They learn how to use the system, and there's a separate coaching session on cleaning up their cleaning all this up, basically. Um, Aideen said, glad to confront the knowledge with you both. So much love from Pakistan. Thank you, Aideen. And Harold said, welcome to planet Earth, meaning all this craziness and extra communication and so forth. And then Harold said, how would you define workflow? Which I think you defined by the time that he asked
Yeah.
that. And lastly, Kapil said, why is there so much hype about AI and so many people selling AI courses or promoting hire AI and fire manpower, etc.?
Yeah. The hype is like if you look at the history of men, every year or two there's a new hype, and there are people that failing into the hype, and there
Mm-hmm.
are those people that actually looking and saying, okay, fine, 1 second, do I actually use my full capacity or even close to my full capacity? So if I don't know how to manage my people and I get AI to do something for me, I don't know how to manage the people. I want to manage the AI.
Yeah, it's true. 100%.
It's really crazy. It's every single person that is failing has the tendency to think that technology will replace his stupidity.
Mm-hmm.
You don't cure stupidity with technology.
Yeah.
You don't.
Yeah.
Actually,
Yeah.
technology makes you more stupid.
Right. Right.
You seriously, this is the law. You don't cure lack of results with technology. You first have to understand how to do the things manually, so the technology will be set up in such a way that it can actually help you.
Mm-hmm.
If I don't know how to control my profit, okay, let's just look. And I'm sitting now to create some kind of a dashboard for myself on Excel to show me what's going on in the company. But I don't know. I don't understand profit. I don't understand profit and loss. I don't understand my profitability model. I don't understand nothing. I work on feelings. I
Mm-hmm.
was working
Mm-hmm.
with someone that doing some technical designs of things, and I was trying to get from him to explain to me how he's costing something. It was a nightmare because he didn't know how to cost. Now,
Mm-hmm.
when he went to cost something, he knew how to cost. He would look at something and he knew how to cost it, but he didn't know the principles.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
it's like there is a person that know how to play guitar, but he's not a teacher. So if you cannot teach, you don't actually know what you're doing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
100%.
100%. You really don't actually know what you're doing.
Wow. Wow. Yeah, that's so, so true. I see. So
If
now the impression that somebody would get here is, oh, Mayor's against AI. Or,
I'm I'm full with AI, but for good purpose. Like people replacing phone every 6 months, hoping that it will help them. Use the phone first of all properly.
yeah. Yeah,
They
use its potential.
they're replacing softwares. Every so often I hear, no, we're getting a new accounting software. What's wrong with the old accounting software? It's outdated. What's outdated with that? Well, I don't know. It has
Exactly.
more, it has more reports. Okay, are you using currently any of the, do you miss any reports? Do you need any report that it doesn't give you? No. Do you use
Yeah.
any report? Oh, yes, we use a lot. Well, what is the last report you looked at?
Uh-huh.
Well,
Yes, I see. I see. Okay, so now, so going into 2025, etc., people in 2010 thought social media is silly, not, you don't need it, blah, blah, blah. Now everybody's using it. It's a must. So how do
yeah.
we know that we're not going into 2025 with like, AI, it's not that needed, but
Everyone
then,
use social media, but only 0.0001% it's benefit them. Most of the all the rest are just useless people that using social media to waste time. It's a
true,
screen time to consume entertainment. How many actually bring sales from social media?
true. That's true.
How many actually using the tool?
Yeah, true.
So if you are not, if you don't understand social media, If you don't understand social connection with people, you will not understand social media, because
Yeah.
social means just to be friendly. So if you
Mhm.
don't know how to sell one-on-one, do you think that you'll be able to sell over long distance on social media? If you don't know how to market with flyers that cost nothing, do you think that you're going to market on social media that cost
Very
a
true.
lot? Because you need to have the organic and the paid side. Otherwise, if it's not bought, it doesn't work.
Hmm.
So you think that
100%.
you are not willing to learn Excel, but you, because you can press a few buttons on social media, it will help you? Seriously?
I couldn't agree more. Yeah, that's true. So, okay, so with that in mind, then, how do you
This
use?
there's even more basic thing, which is the websites. People think, we need to have a website. We need to have a website. Everyone have a website, and every 6 months they think, oh no, the last programmer didn't do a good job, and they redoing the website again
Yeah,
and again and again and
and it
again.
costs so much. It costs so
It
much.
costs so much and blah blah blah. And other than them and maybe the mother, no one opened that website.
True. And if somebody does arrive, it still doesn't actually convert.
Yeah, so it's the problem is not the technology. The problem, you first of all need to understand the principle. Do that manually, understand how you do that manually, and for sure expand into more technology. Expand one by one, not 50, and don't jump from one technology to another before you maximize the potential of one technology.
Hmm.
So I would do things on a gradient, because the fact that I have social media do not mean that it bring me money. Most people spend so much money on social media because they are just robots that looking and consuming entertainment from social media. They don't actually uh, get money from social media.
Yeah,
So they're just
100%.
useless people that the few that actually understand what's going on are using and selling to them.
Yeah, yeah, 100%. It's very true. And most, even the biggest companies in the world, they spend money so uselessly just in general on marketing and on all kinds of stuff. So people think that because they're a big and successful company, they know what they're doing. That's also not true at all.
No,
So it goes through the whole spectrum. Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
it's actually, look, I'm telling you, most small to medium businesses, uh, if they will use the tools that they have right now, and if they will insist to really understand them and to use them properly, the progression towards more advanced tool will happen because of the expansion, not because they will hope that the tool will solve the stupidity.
Hmm.
Really,
Hmm.
the thing,
I
most
love
people,
that.
yeah, it's really, if you actually apply what you're doing and you sell and you build relationship and the expansion will be a natural expansion into a bigger, better technology, because the current technology will not be able to cope with the volume.
Hmm.
But if the volume is zero and you try to raise the volume by a better, stronger technology, useless. You don't need it. It
Yeah,
doesn't work. It's never the answer.
right, right. I love that. It's so vital and true. Yeah, amazing. Okay, so before we wrap up, I want to talk about the soul coffee, but just first, I want to read the last couple of comments here. Jason said this is super awesome, which, oh, I may have said that earlier. And Kapil said, "What's Mayer's viewpoint on AI's dark, scary future, like AI taking over the world, etc." I don't know if we need to get into that now. It can be a whole separate,
Yeah.
uh,
So
yeah.
before computers, so the idea is like that. Intelligence is, or logic is, the ability to see differences, similarities, and identities. Computers can see only differences and identities. They cannot see similarities. They can deduct from the identities and differences that this is probably similar, but they don't see it. They're guessing. Okay?
Mm, hmm.
Before there would be a technology that will be able to use similarities, there is no problem. Why? Because let's say you give AI a power to make all kind of decision. It makes the power of the decision based on earlier data. And for as
Right.
long as it's just making decision based on earlier data, yes, it can send a nuclear um, missile, for example, if you give it that abilities. But it's not because the AI decided, but it's because the man was not smart enough to set it up. So the AI and not him will give the decision, will give the order.
Mm. Hmm.
So the
I
AI
see.
will not conclude things. The AI can learn and deduct, but what the AI can do, the programmer tell what the AI can do.
Yeah.
Are you with
Yeah, I
me?
see.
So yes, AI can be terrible because the condition of mankind is terrible, and the condition of the people that programming is not so smart. The problem is not the AI, the problem is the programmers.
Hmm. I
They don't
see.
know the basic rules of the basic axioms of life. So they can make mistakes because they misunderstand the basic axioms of life. But the problem is not AI. AI is not dangerous. What's dangerous is people,
Mm. Wow.
or people actually, stupid people.
Yeah. The stupid people. Yeah.
The people that
Amazing.
don't
Yeah.
understand the axioms of life are extremely dangerous to themselves and
Yeah.
so unintentionally to others.
Mm. Hmm. I see that. Got it. Great answer. Pupil said, totally, totally agree with Mayor on something earlier. Harold, 0.0001%. LOL, yes. And Kapil said, we need GPI, Guaranteed Prosperity Intelligence. I love that.
Yeah.
Curtis said, I like that. Tools as a natural expansion.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly. Now, let's talk about just before the Soul Coffee, what it is and why people need to join.
Because the soul needs coffee. And I will explain what do
Yes,
I.
much like the body.
Yeah, I'll explain what I mean. Um, the a person get bombarded day in and day out with all kind of things that make him more effect. If you want an apple, you need to go to the place where the apple is and get the apple. You are always an effect. Every time you want something, you become an effect.
Mhm.
Uh, if you want to send an email, you need to open the software, you need to write it, and you need to press send. You cannot just say email, I'm just had an idea, and the email will arrive to the other person.
Yeah.
You need to feed the body. You need to clean the body. You need any time that you start a business, you start with a lot of hopes, and you get immediately a lot of disasters. Uh, so you continuously get bombarded with bad news. With you are in effect, you are in effect, you are in effect. This is the message of the physical universe. It convinces you day in and day out you are an effect.
Yes, true.
In order to succeed, you need to be more cause than you are an effect.
Hmm.
And the only way for you to become cause is number one, the first method is to somehow disconnect from your past or eliminate your past. Most people cannot do that easily. To succeed with something, to have an improvement and have it really validated, that will help you too. But this is most people are trained to find what's wrong. If you look around, you'll see that people are only looking at what is wrong around them. He is driving incorrectly. Why do you talk to me like that? He didn't understand that. Why don't you do that? Always, non-stop. He is wrong, he is wrong, he is wrong. They're finding what's wrong.
Hmm.
And the next way is to get pieces of truth. Truth has the capacity to remove lies, much like light remove darkness.
Yeah.
And those lies are all those I'm effect, I'm effect, I'm effect. It's actually a set of lies, because the truth is that you are source, that you are cause. You cannot be an effect as a spirit. So what I'm doing is every day I give a piece of truth that we call it the soul coffee. It's just a really nice name, because it really communicates what it is. It's like giving you this energy,
Boost.
like
Yeah.
yeah, boost. And this piece of truth is so powerful that the more of those pieces of truth you duplicate, the more you have a chain reaction of removing lies, and your life gets sorted out just by getting this data. Now, it is so magical that unless you experience it, you will not really understand it. It's like someone can explain to you about love for 50 years. Unless you experience love, there's no way. Someone can explain to you for 20 years about, well, I when my son was born, it was the best thing that ever happened to me. But if you didn't have a child that was born, it's not real to you. You need to experience it to know what it is. And you will see that you listen to the Cell Coffee day in and day out. You listen to those, like it's few minutes, sometimes it's 1 minute, sometimes 5, 7 minutes at the most. So you invest a few minutes per day and your life improve. All areas of your life improved, like unbelievably improved. And
Yeah.
people that using the Soul Coffee, we have like, I don't know, hundreds or tens or hundreds of testimonies of people that actually using the Soul Coffee and the effect on their life, on different areas of their life. The
Yeah.
results are unquestionable. You do the Soul Coffee, your life will improve.
Yep, 100%. Kapil here says, I'm on Soul Coffee. I can testify that the value from Soul Coffee is 100 times more than its price.
Yeah,
100%. 100%. And
90
speaking
cents per
of,
day or something.
yeah, exactly. Speaking of the price, it's 97 cents a day. It's $29 a month. It's basically five Starbucks coffees. And and
But
long
better.
story, but yeah, exactly. And long story short, you have a 14-day free trial, which is also just talking about the price. The nutshell is this: you have three guarantees. First guarantee is 14-day free trial. You can always cancel. Second one is you can always cancel in general. And the third one is for the last month, if you didn't like that last month, you can get your money back for that last month. So you are totally secure. There's no way. You have a triple guarantee. And you start today, start getting straight to your inbox every morning a soul coffee. So if you're listening to this, and here on, by the way, I'm seeing on Instagram, we have Steve and Tressa. Steve said, I agree, it's basically free. Tressa said, I love, love, love Soul Coffee. Yeah, it's amazing.
I love you,
So
Trace.
yes. And yeah, Steve said it's an endless amount of coffee. Exactly. So if you're just listening to this as an audio, what's that?
Just how I like it. Endless
Yeah,
amount of coffee.
endless coffee.
I want lots of coffee.
Yes. So if you're listening to this just on audio, it's gprosperity.com/drink soul coffee. So again, that's gprosperity.com/drink soul coffee, SOUL. Sign up. You have a 14-day free trial. It's amazing. Okay, thank you for today, Abba. It was wow.
Love
This
you, Baba.
is key. I love you. This is key for every business owner and key for every employee and key for anyone looking to start a business. This is beyond vital. Yeah,
Yes, I love you,
yeah.
Baba.
Thank you. Love
Thank
you.
you, everyone. Thank you for listening, and thank you for participating. And we will see you next week.
Yes. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Thank you.
And here it is.